Alright, welcome back to tonight's Sad Reality. I have a confession. I literally forgot to record a video tonight. Yeah, I'm slacking. It is so bad. That's really, I guess, the sad reality of all of this. But so I did a little bit of a story to today, and hopefully that'll be worth something. So I got the my car serviced, right? And I was kind of worried about all that. Me being a 21-year-old, I haven't really lived life, still live with my parents, all that, so that's phenomenal. And by phenomenal, I mean definitely suboptimal. But we don't have to be speedrunning life now, do we? Anyways, as far as all that goes, is perfectly fine. The inspection went well, all that. No complaints here. Um, but I was like kind of worried, going into it. I was like, man, I really hope nothing goes wrong with it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I hope I'm driving to the right thing, all that, and just kind of anxiety, a little bit of nerves on the mind. But it went well. I kind of running through here, right? So I get to the dealership, right? That's where we're doing the inspection, and I was like, oh yeah, someone will direct you to where to park, all this other stuff, and I'm like, okay, cool. So whenever I'm driving, I'm like focused on driving. I'm not doing anything else. That's just because I, much like probably most people in the world, feel just a tiny bit of anxiety when it comes to driving and how crazy people are, especially when you're in a dealership full of new cars and all sorts of stuff. But I was just focused on like what was directly ahead of me. So I get to the dealership, right? And there's 3 lanes I can pull into. Now I'm not directed which one to go into, and I see there's one empty, and there's another 2 that have 5 cars, and then I'm like, okay, we'll go for the empty one. I don't know why everyone's in that same line there. So I pull in, and the guy's like, hey, you have an appointment, like anything like that? And I'm like, yeah, for 3:15. Called ahead, did all that. Which I don't know if most people do that, but I guess we did, just because, hey, it's convenient, we can, and shout out to my dad for doing that. But I was like, hey, also, I'm 21, I have no idea really what I'm doing. If you can help me out with that, that'd be great. And he was super nice about it. He was an older guy, super chill with it, and I was just honestly really happy people were understanding of that, weren't mad or pissed off with me, because I think back to, like, my coworkers, for example, and I'm like, I know we can be super judgmental, and, maybe they were after I left or whatever, but I know for a fact I felt like I didn't fit in there, I mean, in the waiting room, I think everyone was like a good 10, 20 years older than I am. You don't really see anyone 21 getting their car serviced, or serviced, inspected, I suppose. So, yeah, it's like a few basic things, just checks the maintenance and stuff on it, like how many miles we got, and like general upkeep things, I assume. I'm not really a car guy, for starters, so if anyone knows exactly what they're checking, let me know. I did get a big piece of paper at the end, so I can always review that, I suppose. I did, and I usually read everything just because I'm curious, I guess. There's really no reason to read all of that. It's like, if there's something wrong, I'm sure they'll tell you most of the time. It'd be funny if they didn't tell you. Anyways, waiting room, and 5, 10, 15 minutes go by, and I'm like, okay, it's just an inspection, like, I didn't think it was gonna take that long. Now, 30-40 minutes have gone by. I've played several rounds of Clash Royale, Battle Cats, Necromerger, just generic phone games. I'm kind of worried a little bit. I'm like, I really hope the car's okay, because I've never done this before. All that, I mean, I'm sure, like, reputable place for it and everything. No issues, nothing like that, I suppose. But it's just, like, kind of thoughts that eat away at you, right? And, eventually they're like, oh, hey, Mr. Tower, we're ready for you. And I'm like, oh, hey, that's great. Cool. So, went over to, like, the cashiering thing, and they're like, yeah, here's your pay your $30 for that, which apparently the most they can ever charge, so that's $30. I don't know if that's relative to just the North Carolina DMV or anywhere else. But, kind of just a funny coinkydink or a quirk, I suppose, is, hey, it only costs $30 to have that inspected. Now I'm pretty sure the DMV charges like $300 for stuff like that. I have no idea. It's not cheap to have that maintenance, or not maintenance, but I guess it's like updating registration or something. I'm still trying to figure it out, and I'll probably make some mention of it again in the future. But yeah, that was kind of just what was on my mind for today, and as soon as that was over, I was like, we're all good. But, but pretty much until 3:15, I wasn't able to really, I guess, enjoy the day, because I was kind of worried about that. It's like, kind of just like first nerves whenever you're figuring something out the first time. It's always kind of funny to me because it's literally nothing to stress about. It's the most stupid, just general thing, but I don't know, welcome to 2025, everyone has panic attacks over small things, I suppose. Which I guess kind of brings me to two other things. It's kind of funny. Played a lot of Dead by Daylight today with some new friends, and they were making jokes about that. But, prior to that, so I had several hours after I woke up to, you know, do stuff with my day, like I was talking about yet last night. I was like, hey, I should do things. So instead of doing YouTube or anything else, I sat around and did basically nothing. Although I did complete just about everything imaginable in Cult of the Lamb. Like, literally every single completionist achievement, all the fleeces, all the, tarot cards, all of the, follower forms, that was the word I was looking for. Just, like, everything possible, all the relics. That was kind of fun. A lot of it was kind of tedious towards the end, like cracking 3 eggs, because I never really cracked eggs when I had the cultists, intermingle. It's probably the YouTube appropriate word. But then after that, it was literally like 6 or 7 hours of Dead by Daylight. Turns out 2v8 brings a lot of people together, so I met a lot of new people today, hung out, and it was fun, you know. Nothing really to talk about other than just people from Europe, I'm from America. We talk and talk and talk, and that's the community, I suppose. But yeah, so it's just kind of funny, because, like, I'm thinking, I had so much fun doing that, I just kind of forgot about doing YouTube for a day. But if I really want this to kind of be a profession, not just a hobby, you know, do all these other things, I feel like I don't really take it seriously enough, like I ought to put more time into it. I mean, of course, I already did previously, right? But to me, it's the greater commentary is what does it mean moving forward, you know, like am I sort of out of touch with it, and, well, what do I want to do for life if I can't do that, you know? That's why I always still say I want to do YouTube, because I'm pretty sure I can, it's just a matter of making things happen. Although I guess a quick update on that as well. I don't know if I mentioned character stills in the past few videos, but those have finally been definitely started on, kind of. And by kind of, I mean, I've definitely found a good art candidate to make that happen, so I guess we'll see moving forward. But I've been pretty happy with that, and I never expect things to go well, especially because things have failed so much in the past. But I'm glad it seems like there's always a way forward, even if it's just like a cruel, like, hey, it seems like there's a way forward, but it doesn't work out. Watching a Wendigoon video earlier today, I was talking about Vincent van Gogh, or Vincent van Gogh, as apparently it's correctly pronounced, which I think is kind of funny. And life's not always full of perfect things, and sometimes it's after you go, after you kick the bucket, you remembered for something, you know, and I think nobody ever hopes that's the case, especially for a guy like that. He said he was never going to be remembered for anything. I'm like, man, it's funny how things work out. So I guess that'll be kind of the bright note ending here for tonight. Thanks for watching tonight's Sad Reality. More just a life update. I don't even know what I want to title this. I forgot. Anxiety, something like that. Probably just I forgot. That's probably what I'm gonna leave it at. So thanks for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Hopefully I don't forget. Have a great rest of your night.